What's up, YouTubers? 550 Outdoors here. This is going to be the first video I post on YouTube. It's going to be about a charcoal and sand water filtration bucket that me and a buddy made. I got the idea off of a few videos that I did research on YouTube. Basically, I'm going to go through the concept of it, what we did, and once I actually am able to test it out, I'll post another video and let you know how it works. So here is the bucket. Alright, as you can see, basically all we did was use a 5-gallon bucket you can pick up at any Home Depot or Lowe's. $1.50 I think it is. You want to purchase a nozzle. This is actually a brass fitting. You're going to need a couple, this is a 1/2 inch. You're going to need a couple washers as well as a coupling nipple that you'll see here in a minute when I take the cap off. This is a 4-inch piece of PVC pipe cut down to 2 feet. And then you'll see on top here, make sure you buy a lid if it doesn't come with it, because you will want that for this plan. This little piece is just part of the lid. I'll get into that here in a minute. And other than that, that's really the only thing you'll need as far as the actual filter. I do have charcoal, sand, and gravel that is actually going to be what's used to filter the water. I haven't put it in yet just because I wanted to show what we did first. Alright, step by step here, basically what you're going to do is take the lid, you're going to trace around the PVC pipe, just straight on, trace a circle, and then cut out a hole in the middle of the lid. You can do this with a knife, that's what I used, but anything will work, it really doesn't matter. The lid's not that thick. Alright, so once you do that, you want to make sure you save what you cut off, which it looks like this. Okay, don't throw that away if you want to follow this design. You take the lid off, you come inside, you're going to drill a hole. It's going to be a 1/2 inch hole. Basically all you're going to do is take the fitting, which you can see down there, just an end piece there, you can get it at a hardware store. It's not a nut, it actually has a tube that goes through the hole. Okay, that's what the water is going to go through. Alright, put a washer on the end of that, push it through the hole in the bucket, put another washer right here around, I'm just going to call it a bolt, just know it's not a bolt. And then you're just going to screw on the cap here. Alright, once you get done with that, you're just going to put some silicone around it to seal it up. Give it a nice good seal there. And then let it dry for about 24 hours. Just follow the directions on the silicone. Once you're done with that, you're done with the bucket for now. Alright, once you finish that, you're going to come to your piece of PVC. Like I said, I cut this, it's a 4-inch. I cut it to 2 feet in length. Okay, then at the bottom, you're going to cut 2 holes. Alright, really this doesn't, you can cut as many as you want. I just did 2. And this is for the water to go through. Okay? And once you're done with that, you're going to take the lid, the piece that you cut out, you're going to cut 2 small holes in there. As you can see, I've got just, this is from the bucket lid, you tear it off so it can seal. But I plan on using 550 cord. I just think it's going to work a little bit better. And basically just thread it through the side of the hole on the PVC. Come up through the lid, around, back down the other hole, and then through this. So basically what you'll have is the string can come up, and you can tie it around the PVC, that way this doesn't go anywhere. Alright, now I'll explain why we did this. This is actually my buddy's idea. Alright, this is going to go down in the bucket, just like that. Alright, that's the cap down there at the bottom. Basically what's going to happen is, you're going to have your layer of gravel at the bottom, then charcoal, then sand, and another layer of gravel. Alright, that way when the water comes through the tube right here, it hits the gravel first, catching anything that's big, leaves or grass or whatever. Then it goes through the sand to get filtered. Then it goes through the charcoal, gets filtered even further. And then the final layer of gravel, which is mainly just to keep the sand and charcoal from getting through the holes at the bottom, but another layer of filtration. Then once the water starts filling up inside the bucket, all you gotta do, turn the spout, open it, and water comes out. Now one thing, you want to make sure to empty the water regularly if you're going to use it, because the water will fill in the PVC as it fills in the bucket. Alright, there is no backflow system yet. Okay, now once you have this in, the piece of PVC, you put the lid on there, just fit it on tight. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And just push it down all the way, and then you have your filter. Just like that. Now, the reason for the cap on the bottom of the piece of PVC, in case you were wondering, so I didn't really explain the reason for it. Basically, if you ever want to take this out and empty the charcoal and all that stuff and clean this or clean the bucket, you don't have a whole bucket full of charcoal, gravel, and sand. You're not wasting all that material. All you have is what's in the pipe. So when you pull it up, in theory, as long as that lid's on there, pull it up, all of your charcoal and stuff will be in here. You can just dump it out. Alright, you just want to make sure that cap stays there. And since this isn't airtight or anything, water can still leak through there. That's fine. Alright, and essentially, like I said, I haven't tested it yet. We just got done with this yesterday. So we should have clean water. Just like that. Pretty simple. Now, if you're not real handy, or you don't really want to mess with all the drilling and buying materials, one thing we thought of, you could just buy like a cooler, an igloo cooler, and fill it with your charcoal, sand, and gravel mix, and then filter it that way. It'd be easier, but we wanted to see and test this project. So please feel free to leave any comments and let me know what you think. Again, this is my first YouTube video, so we'll see how it works out.